All right, it's looking really good tomorrow, Paul.
It is looking amazing, and I am so excited because myself and these three great men are heading out into the ocean off St Helens. Imagine Tasmania, northeast corner. This has recently become the swordfish capital of the world. We're heading offshore, continental shelf, dropping baits. We're trying to satellite tag these incredible fish. Come along for the journey. It is going to be epic. Craft this morning heading to the shelf of St Helens. I've got Tracey from IMAS doing some research, Rodney Tackle World Bernie, and Jamie Harris. He is the Lord of the Sword. This little gadget gives us so much information about fish if we hook them. How fast they swim, where they go, temperature, all sorts of stuff. It's very, very cool. It's called an accelerometer.
Just putting a few finishing touches onto the hook to make sure it's as sharp as possible.
These are our sword lights. You'll see they glow. Imagine how dark it is down there, 500 to 600 metres down. These things send out strobes and they bring fish from everywhere. Don't go sword fishing without these things on your line. Okay, I'm good. You're good to go. And go. Yep, go. Okay, back please. Stellar conditions today. There's nothing like the excitement of getting out here on the shelf, setting that first bait down, because you just know that anything could physically happen. I leave the ratchet on when it's going to the bottom. This helps prevent overruns. If you get an overrun, there's a chance that your mono will break and you'll lose your bricks, and then you're not on the bottom, you've got to bring it all the way up again. You just see my lines going from pink to blue. That's where my mono leaves the reel and it turns to braid. The idea of the braid is it's got no stretch and it's very thin, so it helps you go a long way down and stay down, even if you've got a bit of current. So Rod, when was your first sword fishing expedition off St Helens?
Today.
Today? No, I heard many moons ago you and a mate tried.
30 years ago.
Really? They had swords back then?
Well, we had heard the word.
Yep.
Yeah. And we had a couple of night shots and never done any good and never really followed it through till now. So.
Pretty incredible now, this fish, isn't it?
Oh, it's unbelievable. The amount that
we're on the bottom.
Getting interested in chasing these is...
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy.
So what we do now, wind up the slack and then try and break that line, which I think I just did first go. Yep, she's off. Yep, she's off, which is perfect. And now that bait is just floating down there. If we got it all right, the lights are doing their thing and we're in the zone. Back that drag off. When we're doing this deep chopping, we've always got someone at the wheel because we want to keep backing into the sea to try and keep that line as vertical as possible. If it doesn't stay vertical, it tends to drift up in the water column and you lose contact with the bottom, and that's not a good thing. Well, there we go. That's a fish. That's a fish, I reckon. I reckon we've got a fish on. We've been fishing for how long?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Let's just wait and see what happens here. Yeah, there's a bite. I can see the bite. See that? Just gonna wait till it's some weight. Yeah, there's a fish on there. Oh, not slow and steady. We might have a fish on here. It went right into the boat then. Just wind up the slack. Can we get the gimbal out, please, boys? This bait's been down 20 minutes here. I've got a lot of weight here, boys, a lot of weight. That's unbelievable. It got bit in about the first 5 minutes, but we just weren't sure, and I've just come up very tight, fellas. We're onto a sword. That is just astronomical. We got the bite, and we just left it down because my theory is they're not going to unbite it. If they're hooked, they're hooked. And you've got that much water pressure down there that you just can't tell if he's taken or not. So better to give him the time. We're fishing a single hook. and you always got that hope that he's going to get that nice hinged jaw hook up. That's why we bridle the baits. Pretty incredible, the old 2400 Stavia. There's 6 of us on board today. You can see 5 guys there. I've got my cameraman, of course, and we've got about 400 kilos of camera gear, and she's purring along just beautifully. I'm just not putting too much pressure on her. She's just slowly coming up. Well, this fish took a massive run. How big do you reckon that was, Jamie?
300.
300? Yeah. I got a long way to the braid, all the mono was gone, and now I got all that back. I've got about probably 80 of mono on the reel, which means, Jamie, she's about technically 70 metres down. Yeah. I say she. Will this fish be a she, you reckon?
They say all the bigger ones seem to be here in Tassie, so.
Much like the black male, you got the big female and the little males coming to do their thing. This swordfish is a real team effort. We've got 6 people on board today, and of course we're filming it. We're going to need every single one of them if this fish comes up. You need the guy on the rod, you need the trace person, you need the sat tag person, you need the driver, and of course I've got my camera crew here. And if we're lucky enough to get this fish, it really will be a team effort. I mean, we rigged the baits together. We've planned this trip for over a year, and the excitement and tension, the nervous anxiety as we come out over the shelf this morning, I can't explain it. It's like the biggest adrenaline rush you'll ever get in your life.
Doesn't matter how big they are, they're still all tough, aren't they?
Oh yeah. And what would be the perfect size for a sat tag in your mind, James?
80 to 140 kilo maybe.
Just that perfect fish you can actually manhandle it a bit?
Exactly.
And is there a better chance that that fish will have a good survival rate, you reckon?
Yeah, exactly, because we're going to get it up quicker.
Yep.
It's going to be healthier. So.
This fish cannot be far. Just slowly working it up bit by bit. Well, we've got a seal and a sword. Now the light's almost up. So as soon as that light comes up, Sean, you get your sat tag pole ready, mate. Kid, they've got some weight, haven't they? Back a bit, please, Rod. Wind on's almost on the reel. Here we go. Grab that sat tag pole. Here we go, here we go. Fish is up. Drag's backed off a bit.
I'll leave the light on there.
Yep, leave the light on.
Right, coming up, Sean.
That's a solid fish.
Right, that's in.
Tag's in. Okay, forward, Rod. Oh yeah, she's kicking.
Where's the blanket?
Oh, she's hooked. She's hooked in the bum. Look at that. That's out.
That's out.
Yep. Okay. Oh, coming in. Oh yeah, she's swimming good. This fish is swimming good. I'll try and ride her. It's a solid sword. We've been fishing for 5 minutes and she's breathing really well, which is just awesome. The sat tag's the other side. And you see the purple coming through there? That is just gold. How good is that? It's a beautiful thing. Can you see it, Rod? Yeah, mate. Okay. Just the more we swim her, the better. How good is this? Iphius gladius. This is the greatest fish in the ocean, in my opinion. And the research IMAS are doing here is just amazing. Got to keep her swimming, and hopefully she goes down that sat tag. She's just a beautiful fish. I'll try and ride her a bit. How's that? Oh, yeah, she's going. She's swimming. Neutral. Go back. She's swimming. Go back hard. That's it. Stop. And that is how you sat tag a swordfish. Yeah, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That is just amazing. That tag will stay at large for around 250 days. It'll give us some of the best data ever. Jamie, what do you reckon that sword weighed?
100 maybe.
100 kilos?
Yep.
The perfect fish is just what we're looking for. Now, let's get another bait down because we haven't had breakfast yet.
No, let's get into it.
Yeah, baby!
Woo.
Back to the blue water in just a minute. Every person I see on the street always says, Paul, we want to see more rigs. There is no rig that is more complex than a sword fishing rig. This is how it works. We've got a massive bait here. This is actually a piece of albacore belly flap, but the whole rig starts at the bottom with 2 house bricks or a rock. Wrap some Dacron around that, put a loop in it, then tie a little bit of 8-pound line to that, and the 8-pound line is then tied to my hook. And the other thing we do there, I actually wrap a bit of mono around the bottom of the bait because we want the whole bait stretched out as it goes towards the bottom. When you get to the bottom, go whack, lift it up, the bricks break away, and then your bait is down there doing its thing. This bait has been fully stitched up, beautifully stitched, it's not going to fall off. There's a small divider between that and the hook. This hook is a 24-0 circle. Mix your hooks around, try J's, try circles, you never know it's going to work. That's stitched up so that when the fish takes the bait, it's going to get a good solid hook. On the front of the bait, got a Lumo squid, just helps it stick out just that little bit more, and then we run 400-pound leader because those big swords, when they're slashing around, even 400 pounds sometimes is not enough. We work up there about 3 feet. That is called a diamond light. The diamond light, when it gets wet, flashes and sends out a pulse. That's about 10 to 12 feet long with a Flemish eye. That attaches to our swivel on the end of the wind-on leader, and where that wind-on leader then connects to your 37 kilo mono, you attach this light. Simply clips on, and this light, I've got to say, when she gets wet, she starts flashing, and the theory is the swords see this strobe light. If you're going to go sword fishing, use a good quality light. Rumour has it when longliners put baits down for swordfish, every hook has a light, catches a fish. The ones that don't have a light don't catch a fish. In the old days, I used chemical starlights. This is new technology. Take the time, make a great swordfish rig, put it down carefully. You want that bait beautifully presented, and if you're lucky, you'll hook yourself a big sword. Okay, second bait going down. She's all laying out, Jamie. When you're ready, I'm good to go.
Down there, mate.
Okay, drop. Whoops, what's going on there? Yep. And she's heading down. 2 house bricks are the conventional swordfish sinker. If you can't find them, if you're not dismantling or having a renovation, a rock works really well. And it's really important to get the right density of rock. You want a very, very heavy one that's not too big. Of course, we use 8-pound mono line, and that's tied to the rock or the brick. When you get to the bottom, you break it off, and your bait is just slowly floating up. Trying to get socks on. This bait's been out for another 5 minutes. We think we've got another bite. Aren't they? Tease it a bit. Bit of slack there. Wait and see what she does. There's no weight on there at all. We had a fish on there then, and he physically has dropped it. And it's gone slack. The rod just, that line's very slack now. I wonder if he's come up.
I reckon she's coming up, mate.
You reckon? It looked like it dropped it, eh? Nah, it's just bait. Well, there's nothing on there. Let's pull it up a bit. No, I reckon he dropped it, eh? It looked like he dropped it.
He might come back.
He might come back. He was definitely on there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
This little drill adapter is so clever, it turns a conventional reel into an electric reel. So if you miss a bite, you simply whack that on, get the drill going, and it brings the bait up from the bottom, saves you working really, really hard. The one thing though, bring a heap of spare batteries because it does drain them. I've got 4 batteries constantly charged for this drill. Surely, and we have 2. Well, that is unbelievable. We were just drilling. Now, I don't know where this drag is, eh? We were just getting the line up, and it looks like I've got a bit of weight. We could possibly have our second sword on in 2 drops. Jamie, you ever seen anything like that?
Not really, no.
We saw the bite. Okay, I'm gonna need a gimbal, guys. And I've got no idea where this drag's at, eh? I reckon this fish has been on there a long time. Jamie, what do you reckon?
been on there the whole time we saw the bite, eh?
Yep.
You wanting a harness yet?
Yes, please. Yep, come right around, Rod. Yep, keep going. He's up, he's here. It's a sword, got the light off, got the light off.
Coming up, coming up, coming up. Round the right hand down, right hand down. Right hand down, go, 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 go. Just gently.
Gentle.
I might have to let go.
I've got the rod, it's all good.
Knock her out, Rod.
Take your time, just slowly lift him up if you can.
Just going to circle.
Just keep pulling if you can.
Okay, no.
Okay, let go, let go, let go. Well, that was so close. Bring it up, next thing, bang, there's way on the line. It's a serious sword. We saw it, I reckon, maybe around the 150 kilo mark. And it was right there, literally trying to get lights off, wind-ons. I had a tip wrap, I finally got the light off. Had we been more organised, we might have got the sat tag and that, but that's just the way it goes. Now the fish is sounded. Just want to get it back as quick as we can so we can revive it and get that sat tag and get this fish away. Unbelievable. Tassie, sword fishing capital of the world. It is out of control. Because these things are such incredible fish, I put a lot of time and effort into selecting my gear of choice. This reel's a Shimano Talica 50. It's the best game reel I've ever touched in my life. I just love them. They're much smaller than a Tiagra, and I believe a little bit stronger. So you're not actually fighting the rod and reel, you're fighting the fish. The line, the top shot is 37 kilo IGFA Maxima. You can see it's hot pink. Below that, I've got 500 yards of IGFA fins. They do actually make an IGFA braid. And the rod, Shimano T-Curve Tiagra. Beautiful game rod, plenty of poke. That T-Curve graphite really keeps the pressure on the fish the whole time. You'll see I'm using a harness too. These things are just fantastic to take the pressure off your arms, so I can use the bigger muscles of my body, which are down here. I see him. Yep, he's there. Okay, wind-on's on. Boys. Just nice and gentle. That's all right. That fish just had a bit too much go in him still, but that's good because we want this fish to be pumping. Okay, wind-on's on. Just let him, he's just coming around, Jamie, just let him come around. No, back into it. Yes! I reckon we get a knife and cut this nice and close here. Yep. Oh, here he goes!
Oh, here he is, here he is.
Oh, yep. Back up on him maybe, Rod.
No, he's trying. We need to grab him properly and swim him for a bit if we can.
With all billfish, try and get them upright like we have. This one we've been told for 20 minutes. The tail's starting to kick a bit and she's getting some colour. When they go purple, it's a good thing. We go to so much effort to keep this fish alive and get it back down because that satellite tag data from IMAS is going to teach us so much about this species and could even help with its longevity. Got a bit of purple coloration back in the face there. We're just going to keep working with this fish. We're getting a few kicks to the head too now. Look at the colour there above the eye. Look at that. These swordfish are incredible creatures. Their scientific name literally means sword, and they are the ultimate fish. They've been known to attack submarines, wooden boats, spear mako sharks, and tuna and other sharks have actually been caught with broken off sword bills in them. Their bill can be up to 30% of their total length, and believe it or not, they grow to a staggering 800 kilograms.
Trying to stop on a rod and reel, I reckon it'd be almost impossible. They're just my favourite fish in the world. Well, you win some, you lose some. That first fish, sat tag went in, straight back down. That second fish, we tried to revive it for 40 minutes. Let it go, kept popping up. Unfortunately, it just wouldn't go down. So we're going to process that fish. I'm going to take some home to the mainland. It's very good eating, nothing to be wasted. And this is all part of the science. The first fish, single J. Second fish, 2 Js. Now we're going to go to a circle and we're just going to try and learn what is the best technique for catch and release for these mighty swordfish. Well, I'm just taking a minute with Sean Tracey from IMAS. This here is the accelerometer, am I correct?
That is correct, Paul. Well done.
I load it in here.
You do.
So, from the data on the screen here, what can we see about some of these swordfish that we've been hooking?
All right, so you can see here, this is where we've dropped the bait down. We've broken the sinker off. You can see the little shake there on the accelerometer part. And then it sat there for a little bit, and then you start to get those hits on the accelerometer.
So that's physically the swordfish hitting the bait?
That is the swordfish hitting the bait. Then you can see once it comes tight, the hits start to get a lot more vigorous.
Yep.
And you can see the fish coming up, and then up and down as the fight goes on.
So that's incredible. I can actually see the graph going through there. And at times there, that fish is coming within 10 metres of surface?
Yep, it shows everything. So basically 10 times a second that is recording.
And you can actually see by these fuzzy bars just how hard the fish is pulling and fighting?
Oh, as you felt it today on the line, they fight pretty hard, and the accelerometer shows that. We can also see the points where the fish is almost resting. Yep. Where the depth isn't changing much, and it actually stops fighting a lot during that period.
So you've got all this incredible data here. My big question, what do you do with it all?
So once we've got it all in, we'll put it all together, and then we'll be looking at things, as I said, like how the fish react at different temperatures, what things they're doing during the fight that may change based on the depth. And hopefully this can sort of feed back into things that we can do to improve the fishing practices to increase survival rates.
I suppose the other thing too, you can look at this, and if fish don't survive, you can look at the type of fight as opposed to fish that do survive. And we might be able to say, hey, you get them in really quick or take them really slow, and you've got a much better chance of survival.
That's exactly right, yep.
This is incredible data. We're so lucky to have a scientist with us. I just love this stuff. Now back to the swords of St Helens, Tasmania. Okay, you ready, Jamie? I'm good when you're good. Yep. And down she goes. Third drop of the day. This is unbelievable. It's only 11:15 and we've caught 2 swordfish. To think I tried so hard for so long to get my food. I've never had a fight like this from a sword, just really dead weight. I did feel a few thumps on the line just before, but they were more like those tuna sort of tail beats. And now that I'm onto the mono, I can really feel a lot of weight on this fish. It's starting to come up. Did tuna come up?
Oh yeah, occasionally, yeah.
Yeah?
And the fact that it didn't race to the top when we first hooked it suggests to me it's a tuna, but...
Are we expecting a dynamite run if it's a tuna?
Yeah, they usually fight just under the boat. They'll start to have a crack, so... We're not far away now, are we? We're probably 100 metres out. Still.
I reckon maybe closer than 100.
Yep.
There's a lot of weight on this, and this harness and gimbal makes it so easy. Just, all you do is just get into the squatting position, so I just squat down, and then just stand and wind up the slack line. Squat and wind. So handy. You'd be absolutely stuffed if you try to do this without a gimbal and harness. A good one anyway. Couldn't quite see through the water, but we threw the underwater camera in. We've just looked at the footage, and this is a swordfish. Unbelievable. This is 3 drops today for 3 hookups. I can't fathom it. It is just out of control. About 30 metres from colour, I reckon. That's nice there, Rod. Oh, Jamie, every time I feel those, I don't like it, eh? Getting these massive lunges because they just sit there and shake their head from side to side. Got a situation here, there's a commercial fisherman drops some buoys. I don't know what he's fishing for, but it literally is a buoy 300 metres away and it goes all the way to the bottom. And this fish is heading for the buoy. These fish are so smart. So I've upped the ante. I've got plenty of drag on there. I'm actually using my thumb. You'll see I've got it wrapped around the foregrip bit on the line just to give it a bit of extra hurt. And we're trying to slowly go backwards to drag this fish away from that buoy. There's so many different ways to lose swords. You don't want to do it that way.
Slowly drifting off that commercial buoy over there, which is a good thing.
That's a good angle, mate.
Just going back into the sea here, and one thing that's blown me away about this new boat, they've done a new Game Chaser transom. You can actually back into the sea, you do not get any spray come over the back at all, which I've never had on any vessel. It's unbelievable. Loving it.
Giving you a nice old workout there, Paul.
This fishing took 100 metres after a stalemate of probably an hour where we both got a metre, I got a metre, he got a metre. The power's just incredible. Rod, I know you can't see the line, but it's got to go your nose that way.
Going round now, Paul.
Thank you.
That is a massive fish. Every time it takes another 100, it seems to grow.
Every sword you hook is a tough sword. This particular fish, straight down 300-400 metres, and now I'm just bringing it up, wind by wind.
Yeah, that's a really good angle there, mate.
All that line I got back is now going again.
He's a nice active fish, this one. I reckon he's hooked in the corner of the mouth nicely.
And there goes the mono top shot again, back into the braid after a couple of hours. I've never ever in my life hooked fish with so much power. These things are just unbelievable. They live up to their name, the gladiator of the sea, out of control. It's just such a tug of war. They take 100, you get 100. You get a metre, they take a metre. And they're the sort of fish that really does break your heart. You just got to stay controlled and just keep hoping. This is where you've got to be real careful on big fish. I've got very little line out now, which means there's not a lot of stretch, and stretch is what keeps monofilament from breaking. So I've got my thumb on the back of the spool, and I'm just literally applying a little bit extra pressure, but as soon as I feel too much weight, I take it off so the fish can take line. Come back around, Rod. It's going out the back. Sorry, no, it's heading that way. He's getting very close now. Very close.
Yeah, that's a really good angle there, mate.
I got colour there, even though it's not a rough day, I'm using the swell to help lift this fish. So when the swell goes down, I wind, and when the swell goes up, I drop the rod tip so I don't pull too hard. We've got colour, boys. Oh, this is looking really good. Take your time, take it. If you can, just don't touch the wind on. First light's off. That's a big fish. This is a massive fish. Okay, wind-on's on. That is a massive fish. Holy snap, and look at that. That hook's just sitting there too. Okay. It's going to go under the boat. Someone get that other light, come on. Look at that. The tag's in, the tag's in.
Great work, Sean. It's got to be nudging 300 kilos, Jamie.
I have to drive forward, I think.
That hook's only just in the corner of the mouth.
That's all right. Oh, that's a big fish. I got the line. You want to grab his dorsal? Yep. I'll grab his dorsal. Let's watch that kick. That's a big fish. Gloves, go with gloves. Tick forward just a touch, right? Okay. This is a monstrous swordfish. Right, yep, that tag's in. I can see it clearly. Right. Thank you. Okay. He's kicking. I've got no gloves here. That hook's about to fall out. That's fine. If it falls out, that'd be great. Got him? Yep. He's looking good. He's looking really good. Look at the sat tag there. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, he's kicking nicely. Look at that. Look at the tail on that. Okay. I reckon he's kicking good, eh?
Good to go.
This fish is kicking really well. It's got a big sword. That hook, look at that hook there, circle the corner of the jaw. I reckon we take a chance and cut him free while he's going hard, eh? Let's go.
Ready?
Yep.
Ready?
Yep. Motors out again.
It's gonna go. That's a big fish.
Awesome. She's swimming down beautifully.
And that is how we roll. I gotta say, that is the most incredible day's fishing I've ever had in my life, and I've done some pretty good stuff. Jamie, thank you, my friend.
Well done, mate.
That's what hard work and dedication comes to. I pulled the hooks on the first 3 big swords of this Tassie trip. Today, 3 baits hit the bottom, 3 swordfish, 2 with satellite tags, 1 for dinner because I just wouldn't swim away. Mate, could you have dreamed that we'd do this today?
Oh, no way. No. I'm speechless. That's blown me away.
That fight time was 3 hours. We've literally been fishing for about 15 minutes and we've been catching for about 5 hours. We've got to thank Sean and Tracey from IMAS. These guys doing a great job trying to help us rec anglers to learn more about the swordfish. To Rod from Tackle World Bernie, man he can drive a boat. And of course, Jamie, the Lord of the Sword. That he is. I'm loving St Helens. How big was that fish?